Alright, so today I got a little bit of a different setup. I'm running off of lithium batteries now. This is a 7S configuration. This is 4S here. That's 3S there. And we're running through a BMS. This is a 35 amp BMS, I believe. And I had a theory. I came up with, I believe that they were only filtering one side of the transformer because the other side was coming directly off. So I decided to throw one of those little filters in there, coming off the neutral to line, which line is this? This is line 2. That was the one that was dirty. I'm hooked to it, which is this receptacle over here, the further away one. Now if you look at it when we turn it on, you get a nice waveform. At least it's nice when there's no load on it. And then if we go to the 240, the two lives, red and red, you get a much nicer waveform. Much nicer. I don't know. I don't think this is going to change anything on heavy loads or anything. It's still, the waveform's still going to go to garbage. But at least with lower wattage loads, this will work much better. You can use both sides. I'm only going to put one of these on the one side. This one's got 2, but I believe 1 will be adequate, especially because it's, I don't know if it's any bigger or not. I could put 2. I'm stealing it from this donor inverter here. They had a bunch on the output, so I'm just going to use the 1. It seems to be doing the job. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So actually, before I go, I'm going to show the difference. So this is with the filter on, and then this is when I disconnect it while running. There's your sine wave, and then with, there it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, so got the new little filter installed here. I believe it's just a really like low, I don't know what you say. It's almost like a capacitor, but I'm not exactly sure how it works. I gotta look it up. But we're hooked up to the 2 lives, hot and hot, and we're getting a decent sine wave. And now we're going to go to heat number 1. And the sine wave, it's kind of dying down a little bit. But no lights. High. Okay, we're getting lights. I don't want to go too much. I just remembered I only have a 35 amp BMS, so I got to be careful. And yeah. Everything's working pretty good. Thanks for watching. One thing I've noticed, on line 2 I have 108.5 volts, and on line 1, which is this one here, I have 114.5. so the voltage is quite a bit different. I don't know if that's because of this little filter thing I put in it or not. The green wires are the ones I put in. But regardless, I am happy with these results. Just the fact that the sine wave is cleaner. Now when I'm running small things off this, like up to 500 watts or less, I know I'm getting a nice sine wave. And I can do that on both sides. I can pull 500 watts, I can pull 1,000 watts total, and I'll get a clean sine wave. Once I go over 1,000 watts, it starts to get dirty. 1,500 watts, the sine wave is just more or less a square wave. I can plug in the 1,500 watt heater on line 2 and I don't get an overload, but that's because the voltage is lower. On line 1 I will get a warning light, not an overload, a warning light saying that, hey, I can't run much more. But that doesn't pull 1,500 watts, it's about 1,200. Actually, I don't even know if it's 1,200 watts right now because it was pulling 46 amps at 24 volts. We could do the math there and figure out how much it was. But yeah, I'm going to put this thing back together now. I think I'm happy with everything turned out. The epoxy has dried. It is now, oh, it hasn't dried all that much actually. This needs to dry some more. Maybe I'll keep it inside now. Yeah. Guess it wasn't drying out in the negative conditions. Anyways, I'm going to slap this back together. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to torture test this thing on some things. I might install this at the cottage, and this will be running the air conditioner, which will really be pushing it. In the manual, this thing says nothing you can run over 1,000 watts. Nothing. Not one single object, because you can only pull up to 1,000 here, up to 1,000 here, max. So I thought that was pretty funny. Anyways, we'll try her out. We'll give her a fair try of this power jack. Maybe it'll last forever and it'll actually be worth it. Probably not. Alright, so we got the heater on high. We got this 300 watt light on the other side, so one on one line, one on the other. And we're pulling 63, 64 amps at, let's just say 22 volts, or just under 22 volts, say 21.5 volts. It's quite loud. Don't even have a light on, which is surprising, very surprising. The light's not even on. I think that light normally is on. See, let's turn it down. Yeah, see, look, if we turn it down, it comes on. So it was really sagging in voltage. Big time. But I think that was partially because of the batteries. Sorry if I'm shaky. I'm trying not to be here. So I'm going to keep that on low setting. See how long it takes for this. There we go, it just turned on. Now let's go to high again. And the turbo kicks in. It's interesting that it doesn't complain. Interesting indeed. I'm gonna turn this off for now. So with the 300 watt light, it's actually, I think it's more like, well, on this plug it's probably a lot less because it's less than 120 volts. We're gonna unplug that. What did we bounce back to? 25. Okay. Oh, I didn't even have the meter set up. Let's go to 15. Set. There we go. That would have helped if that was turned up. Everything works, well, seems to work pretty good for what it is. There you go. See, the light's staying on, voltage is staying higher with this on, helping the battery. So you know what it is? It's definitely, she's starting to go up. Voltage is dropping. It's definitely a battery voltage thing. I'm gonna try this with a large battery bank and see what this thing really can pull. I forgot, inverters don't really like being at the lower end of their power use. They really don't. They like to be at minimum 24 volts if it's a 24 volt inverter. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, and we're gonna try with a nice big battery bank. Alright, so we are running off of this and just those two batteries. This charger is no longer running because it runs off the same circuit that this is running. There is our sine wave there. We are just alligator clamped in here. Yeah, so it's working really well so far. I don't know how much power we're taking. The sine wave doesn't look too bad. This is on the 240 and this is on the crossroad in between. On the one side, and then the other side obviously is not going to look so good. Actually it does. Wow. So hooked to the house, it doesn't look bad. Okay, so that's 240. Okay, let's go see what's all running. So first off, what's running is this light in here. So if we shut this off, and then I'm going to turn it back on, and you should see a little flicker in that. There you go, you can see that's running. Okay, we're sitting at around 25 volts. That's not bad. So everything's running off this. The entire garage, everything in this garage is running off this except for the hot tub. All this stuff that's plugged in here, this stuff's all plugged in. Doesn't need to be, actually. I should probably unplug it, but no, I'm gonna leave it just like I normally would. Okay, and then we go into this other room over here. So we got this light, fluorescent light, this light, all running off of it. Plus this bedroom, everything in here is running off it, including these lights. The bedroom lights are running off of that. The fridge, this is running off it. Let's open that for a bit. See if we can get that to turn on. That'd be very cool. Okay, so let's go look over here. High voltage AC, how does that even know? Oh, here we go. Turn that off. There we go. It was trying to charge, but okay, so that is off. Everything seems to be working just fine in here. So we have the lights. Let's try turning this heater on. That heater, is it even plugged in? That's the question. I don't think it is. You gotta unplug this little charger here and then plug this heater in. All right, now at least we can. Oh, gotta turn the Wii on. Okay, let's see if there's any flickering in the lights. Oh yeah, there's a flicker, right? It is running. Let's go out there and take a look how things are going. Oh, the compressor just started in here too. That's pretty cool. So you can run a fridge. You can run some stuff off of it, and it has a good surge. But it's definitely having a hard time now. It's got quite the hum. And we're into a square wave. We are sitting at 23.3 volts. Okay. So it does have its places. You could use this to power like a little cabin in the woods or something. I'm gonna go turn that heater back off. See what the sine wave looks like again. So it is running the fridge. There we go. The lights flickered a little bit when I did that. Interesting. Anyways, I will update you guys if anything else happens. Alright, so it's running quite a few different things. It's having no problems at all. It's not struggling. It's not running like a ton. It's probably running about 500 or 600 watts. And we are going to try this Mastercraft 7.5 amp impact. And we're going to watch this oscilloscope here. And you'll also see the, actually I'm going to turn the flashlight off. There. You'll see the lights dim in the garage. Let's try that with the attachment. Here we go again. Trying to get both in frame here. So it handles surges quite well. It just can't do continuous loads very well. Okay, let's try this. See how are my lines doing. Are they warm? No, none of my lines are warm, so that's good. Okay, we're plugged into the less regulated side. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's surprising how well it works, actually. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with it. But the fact that it can't do its continuous rating is pretty terrible. I actually can barely do half of it. But I did expect that when I bought this. But it shouldn't be that way. It should at least be able to do close to its rated output. And I did not like the floating board that was floating inside. And I did not like the broken little filter on the front. But with all that said, like this side was really dirty until you plug something into it, and then it just magically cleans up, which is really weird. I find that really, really weird. But yeah, I might attempt running my entire house off this later. Just the minimal stuff like fridge, freezer, lights, maybe even the furnace. But I'm going to have to switch over and charge the batteries back up. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. There will be another video on this inverter.